Hi, my name is Morgan Solomon, and this is my internship experience in public health presentation. I completed my internship with the Physical Therapy for Women Lymphedema and Pelvic Rehab Clinic. This is a specialized clinic for lymphedema and pelvic rehab, but they do also do orthopedic rehab. The structure of the clinic is pretty basic. There is one clinic manager that oversees everything that goes on in the clinic. There are the office personnel that take care of the paperwork, check people in and out, and make appointments. And then there are the therapists that work independently for the most part. This clinic treats different populations of all ages. There's geriatrics, pediatrics, adolescents, and adults. Contrary to the name of the clinic, Physical Therapy for Women, they do also treat men and children. The mission and goal of the clinic, pulled directly from the website, is to provide optimal rehabilitation for their community, to provide the most conservative, comprehensive level of care while respecting one's individuality and current physical status. Through compassionate treatment and thorough education, it's the goal of Physical Therapy for Women to improve the quality of life for each person who receives their care and believes in their potential. The clinic is mostly funded by patients through insurance companies, co-pays, and out-of-pocket patient payments. Those make up the majority of the income for the clinic, but there are also sponsors and vendors in partnership with the clinic. Some of them even give the clinic products at no cost to have them tested and reviewed by patients. There are also patient donations from events that contribute to the clinic funding. Lymphedema Awareness Week is an example of this. It's a large event that receives donations from patients and the community. There are 4 types of clinicians that work at the clinic. There are the doctors of physical therapy, the physical therapists, which have their master's degree, but their range of scope is the same as a doctorate degree, the physical therapy assistants, and then the physical therapy technicians. There are several different types of specialties a physical therapist can have. However, since this is a specialized clinic, the 3 most common specialties are the certified lymphedema therapist, an orthopedic clinical specialist, and certified in dry needling. For advanced trainings, the majority of the therapists all have pelvic floor dysfunction, prenatal, and postpartum training. My role as an intern was to help with the setting up and breaking down of session equipment like weights, mats, blocks, the biofeedback machine, the hot grip tool, etc. I assisted the therapist with taking measurements and charting patient information, like writing down the measurements. I had to make relationships with the patients and observe their sessions. I also created and promoted educational materials for the Compassionate Compression Program, which was my internship project. So the Compassionate Compression Program is designed to financially assist patients who are unable to get compression products or garments because of financial limitations. The program, for the most part, covers the patient's expenses in full if they qualify. The program also involves patient education by the therapist on different types of compression and why it's important for lymphedema management. The overall goal of the program is to help patients with lymphedema management and hopefully improve their quality of life. The program had been introduced, but it wasn't in full effect at the time that I started my internship. To start with my project, I first developed this Excel sheet of the inventory of all the compression garments and products and organize them in the stockroom by type. This is only the first page of the Excel sheet. This made it easier for the therapist to have easy access and know if we had a specific type of compression that they were looking for or if they needed to order a customizable one. Then I made an application for patients to apply for the program. Even though it's a financial assistance program, the application does not require any income information. It's only basic information. It asks when they were diagnosed with lymphedema, what the cause was, what type of compression do they need, do they already own any, and then a brief statement on why they believe they qualify for the program. Next, I made a brochure that could be distributed to patients or other clinics if they wanted to use it for marketing purposes. The brochure tells a little bit about the Physical Therapy for Women clinic, about the program, and then a little about the different types of compressions along with the benefits. After the brochure, I made a flyer for providers to use. Lymphedema is commonly misdiagnosed, and the earlier it's found, the better the outcome, because there's no cure for lymphedema. It can only be managed and then prevented from getting worse. This is why I decided to include the signs and symptoms of lymphedema in the flyer. I also included benefits and common ICD-10 codes for lymphedema. Lastly, I made a few slides to be displayed in the patient waiting room. These slides mostly cover what compression is, the benefits, and then the importance of compression to manage lymphedema. The last slide mentions a little bit about the program and then the website address if they wanted more information about the program. Here I've just included the links to the individual project materials. During my internship experience and my roles during my internship, and then also with my project, I addressed 6 of the main public health domains for the preclinical concentration, including the overview of public health, the role and importance of data in public health, identifying and addressing population health challenges, human health, determinants of health, and health communications. I had several impactful experiences during my internship. The most important lesson that I learned was about how important patient education is and how difficult it can be to meet patient needs. I saw many of the therapists struggle with patients not complying with at-home exercises or orders to wear compression, and the patient wouldn't see any progress, which made them not want to come to physical therapy because they didn't believe it was working. So without proper patient education and the importance of what is being done for the patient, it can lead to frustration on both ends. It was difficult to find something that I didn't like about my internship, but I would have to say what I liked least was the long hours Monday through Thursday because I chose to do my internship full time. What I enjoyed most was enhancing the compassionate compression program because I really got to learn in depth about living with lymphedema and then seeing how much the therapist appreciated the organization of the products and the development of the program in general. I feel that this program will help a lot of patients in need. The most memorable experience I had during my internship was building relationships with the patients. It was nice to be able to talk to them, laugh with them, and then some of them gave me nicknames because they couldn't remember my name or I reminded them of someone they knew. But it made me feel like I was actually playing a part in making a difference for them. Thank you for watching.